Well, hello, hello, and more hello to all you wisdom walkers out there, current wisdom walkers, potential wisdom walkers. This is Jojopah Maria and Saroma, and I am bringing you the elemental wisdom for the month of December 2023. Whew, we made it. We have made it to the final month of the quarter and of the year. And I know because nobody's been untouched by this nature year, this potent nature year. And so give yourself a big pat on the back for having made it through and continuing to open up to the learning and the growth and the healing and the transformation that this incredible evolutionary period on the planet is bringing us. Something is better because this is one of the earliest times that I've had to get out this information to you. Usually I do it like, I don't know, halfway through the month, the end of the month, but it's great to have it out to you right before the first elemental week of the month shows up. So without further ado, let me go on to first acknowledge my teachers, Malidoma and Sobonfu Some, and always keep them in my heart, my mind, and my spirit. And so grateful for them for bringing this beautiful wisdom, ancient wisdom from their land of Burkina Faso here to those of us in the West. Ashe. So December is this final fire month. And as you know, I ascribe the elemental energy based on the last number of the month. But this month, and I do it when the months begin, but I'm looking. Like last month, it was a double 2. So that was, a double 1 for November. So that was double water. This month, what we have is a conjoining of fire and water, the 1 and the 2. And like it says here, this final fire month is conjoined with the water element. You see, it's like the yin and the yang, bringing balance, truth seeking, and peacemaking to our final healing and growth and transformation experience in this potent and unforgettable nature year of 2023. So just stay conscious of that and use that beautiful, beautiful water and fire energy balanced out and doing their thing together. Yeah, it's really great. So let's begin with tomorrow, December the 3rd, which will be the first elemental week of December of 2023. And as a nature week, this is all about being flexible, trusting the process, surrender your attachment to your plan. When we make up what we think is the best way for our dreams to come true, we are sure to be disappointed. Trust that the universe, with its unknowable ability to make things happen in the right way and at the right time, is more powerful than your brain or that of any other human. Want it to be right for you more than just wanting it. Let go of trying to figure it all out. Do what is right in front of you to do at the present time and know that more will be revealed. Connect with the magical and tricky energy of the nature element, whether that is in the form of plants, trees, flowers, animals, or humans, to help you accept the greater order and direction that you are being asked to experience. Now, as always, we are going to be on the lookout for the distractions with this week of flexibility, and here they are. The first is being arrogant or stubborn. Yeah, watch out for that. Attempting to change a no into a yes or a yes into a no. Yeah, absolutely. That resistance energy. Perceiving things as win-lose. Yeah, you want to go up into the higher timeline and understand that if something's not coming out or happening in the way that you expected or wanted, it doesn't mean it can't happen. It just means that you're being saved from something. So we want to hold things like that rather than win lose. Despairing and trying to go back to the place you know best, also known as trying to squeeze back through the hole. And especially at the end of this nature year, there is no going back, folks. No, we can only move forward. And then last but not least, beating yourself up for situations or outcomes over which you have no control. So let go of that judging of yourself and putting yourself down, and just accept that there really is a greater order and direction at work, and that ultimately you will get to what is best for you. Absolutely. So, for the second week in December, we have an Earth Week on December the 10th, and this is all about giving support, paying it forward, being an inspiration. Offer assistance without expecting anything material in return. Demonstrate your ability to be generous, compassionate, considerate, and trustworthy. Invoke the generative, nourishing, and abundant universal love energy of the earth element to be of service to others. In doing this in a humble and balanced way, you will be gifting your soul with unconditional love. This emotional resource will serve you well as you continue to move through unexpected barriers to the fulfillment of your annual commitments. As you comfort others, you will be comforted. And what a wonderful, wonderful energy when this comes through, because we really have to understand that when we're giving, we are also receiving. Yeah, there's no separation in that at all. So here's the distractions to be on the lookout for. Complaining. Yeah. Looking for and expecting what's wrong so that you can complain about it. Yeah, stay away from that. Look for what's right. Look for what's right. Be validating of people and circumstances so that you don't fall into that trap of complaining. Expecting others to do what you can do. Yeah, really be conscious of that and leave that one alone, because again, that's you comparing yourself and being in control drama of trying to get people to do what you can do. And yeah, and it's a challenging one, I know personally, but it's so important that we let go of needing people to be what we think they should be in order for us to be okay. And then last but not least, that fear of not being appreciated or compensated for what it is that you're sharing or giving out. You know, even with the currency exchange, there is so much more that we need in order to be here and be supported and be okay. You know, sometimes it's a smile that you receive that makes all the difference. So this is about letting go of how you think you should be compensated, because it can come in a multitude of ways. Yeah. Now, our third week in December is a fire week and a fire month. And it's interesting, it's on the 17th, so it's still holding that energy, that conjoined energy of water and fire. And here's what it's all about. Yes, yes, yes. Forgiveness. Embrace and practice forgiveness. Invoke the ancestors to help you forego being a martyr to past pain as you invite the grace of forgiveness to embrace you and remove what was never yours to keep. Ask and thank your God for enabling you to receive the grace of forgiveness for those who have hurt you, for those you have hurt, consciously or unconsciously. Prepare an ancestor plate at every meal, light a candle, and feed them with your intention to honor their existence and to receive their guidance, wisdom, and love. Remember, they want you to win and are committed to you not repeating their sorrows. You are their dream come true, and they want you to live your happy endings. Yes, yes, yes. So beautiful. And forgiveness definitely is also part of the water energy in terms of letting go and releasing, pain that was transferred onto us. So it's a really powerful, powerful week, the week of the 17th. Yeah. Now, here's the distractions: wanting to be right about being a victim. Yeah. Sometimes hard to detect, but you'll start to feel it if you really open up and focus on what's going on here, and you'll feel that. Yeah. Thinking you have to figure things out on your own. Yeah. Another way of being in your control drama instead of opening yourself up. And judgment and criticism of yourself and others. Yeah, those are really powerful blocks to us being able to receive the blessings and the resources and the reciprocity and the finances that we need. So, really check yourself around that, especially the judgment and criticism of you. And then, last but not least, taking on the problems of others. This is just a way to avoid having to really have the time and energy for your healing, growth, and transformational work. Yeah. And so remember, keep calm and call on those ancestors. They want to help you. Now, the fourth Sunday in December, which in the Judeo Christian tradition is Christmas Eve, and it is the beginning of a mineral week. And how appropriate for what the true essence, the spiritual essence of Christmas is about. And this is about purpose. Little baby Jesus came for a purpose. The Magi traveled across the desert on them camels to come see that baby, guided by the star because of purpose. And so this week is all about us remembering our purpose, allowing the power of love to remind you of whom you truly are, what you really want to do, have, and be in your life. Follow your heart and soul and take the necessary risk to experience your true power and uniqueness. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Distractions, here they are. Choosing to stay in confusion, because confusion is a choice. If you really want to get clear, ask for it. And again, call on those ancestors, your spirit guides, loving entities, whatever, to help you remember, to bring that to you. Engaging in melodramas, again, it's a great distraction to you focusing on what you need to be doing, not what somebody else needs to be doing. Taking on problems and challenges that you have the ability to tackle, but which are not for you to do because they are not in alignment with your higher purpose. This was a huge message that came to me this year. I had to really begin to look at how I was using my gifts, my talents, and my genius to take on tackling some things that I didn't need to be doing in that way. It wasn't lining up with my purpose. And so when you let go of that, you free yourself up. Then more of what is in alignment can show up, and it feels really good. Now, the fear of failure definitely is something you want to be conscious of. And when it shows up, you just look at it in the face and say, you know what? I am not going to fail. I'm going to learn. And I can take the risk I need to learn. Learning is going to help me. It's going to grow me. I'm going to be better. I'm going to get to my happy ending. And then procrastination, which is really attached to that fear of failure. It's like we hold ourselves back from taking the risk, or actually just putting our foot down on the ground because we're so afraid we're going to fail. But this week with the mineral energy, remember your purpose, because you can't fail when you are on purpose and aligned with purpose. Yeah. And then last but not least, the ending of December into 2024, the 31st, New Year's Eve, it opens us up with a water week. Yeah. And it's all about releasing what can no longer serve you or support you on your new journey. Call upon the power of love and the element of water to enable you to peacefully and gently bid farewell to the people, places, or things that once sustained you. Express gratitude for these were essential contributions you received for your healing and growth. But now you've outgrown their energy, and it's time to make room for the new energy that is about to show up for you. Embrace vulnerability. Embrace the unknown. Say yes. And how synchronistic it is that this occurs right on New Year's Eve before we enter into the portal of 2024, which is going to be a mineral year. Yeah, really powerful, all about purpose. So here's distractions for you. That fear of loss, again, it's like the fear of failure, the fear of losing someone, something, even though it really isn't serving you anymore. The fear of the unknown, it's like stepping through a dark tunnel and like, is that a light I see at the end, or is that a train coming? And especially with what we've gone through in the nature year 2023, I can see how we'd be a little apprehensive about stepping into the not knowing, but it is essential, folks. It is the only way forward. Yes. Needing to know or explain outcomes that have yet to be lived. Yeah, that's that kind of making up what you think can happen or not happen. It can go into despair, and you definitely want to avoid that. And then last but not least, holding on out of false obligation and false guilt. We can convince ourselves that we are, so essential to a situation, to a job, to a relationship, to an environment that, if I leave, everything's going to fall apart and da 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 da. And you know what? That may be true, because sometimes that's what needs to happen so that people can get access to what it is that you brought. Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to me many times. I had to leave and I was so afraid, but I learned that by my leaving, that space could then be filled by others that needed the opportunity to demonstrate their strengths and their genius and their talents. So remember, we don't need to hold on thinking that we're the end all and the be all. And open up to the new that is calling you forward. It is time for forward movement on so many levels right now. Absolutely. Wow. I want to remind you about Earth Day, and I do it monthly. I think we shouldn't wait just once a year. I think we should do it every month. Really should do it every day. But it'll be Friday, December 22nd. And as always, I encourage you, if you haven't, check out the website at earthday.org, and you'll see all of this wonderful information about how you personally can make a contribution to saving our Earth for the 7th generation that will come after us. And there's the Canopy Project, for example, the Fashion for the Earth. We got to look at how, so much plastic is used now for clothes. And when those get discarded, it's no different than like a plastic bottle being thrown away. So there's a movement to try and get things back to nature, back to the materials that won't be clogging up the oceans and the landfills. So thank you for honoring the earth, for contributing to doing your part, again, to make sure that this planet is habitable for the 7th generation that comes after us. Yeah. And I'd also like to wish all of you happy holidays, however you may celebrate it. I think it's important to have a time when we pause, come together with family and our friends, and just love on each other and feel good about life and about being here. I think that's just so, so important. So Happy holidays. So, I want to thank you, those of you who have consistently been listening to my elemental wisdom during the year. It's my great pleasure to be doing this. I'm so grateful that I can do it. And it truly is a help to me, and I believe it's a help to you as well. And I'm looking forward to 2024 and to how these elemental wisdoms and insights can help us have that year be just ah so wonderful and so much based on all of the challenges that we faced in 2023. So be well, be safe. I hope that you have great holiday time, enjoy yourself, and I look forward to seeing you again in the new year. Bye bye now.